wherever you are in the art world today. And today we are in Roma, in Arte, in Nuvola. So with the wonderful George Stamatakis and Valentina Ciarallo, the curator of this incredible fair. And thanks to all the team that you have, been waiting for us. It's actually the preview of the fair that is starting tomorrow.
Yes,
so,
we just.
Yes, and I just wanted to mention that a dearest friend of mine, Nico Maki, actually introduced me to George, and so finally we met. We met through her. Yes, so. And to Benedetta Calzavara for the art fair. So thank you to all. And we start. Valentina, I know you've been working, as I said, for all day, non-stop.
So we start yesterday, and we are in Rome in the beautiful convention center called La Nuvola. The architect that made this beautiful space is Massimiliano Fuxas. Now it become an iconic venue because all the big for the G20 came here. So it's a space very, very famous since 2 weeks ago. From tomorrow until Sunday 21st, there will be a fair, a modern and contemporary art fair. For the first time after 10 years, come back a new art fair in the city, in the capital. So we are very happy to have this event, and because the venue is fantastic, and also is not the particular of this event that is not a simple fair, a simple art fair, but it's a fair with exhibitions. We have more than 30 special projects around the galleries into the 3 floors. The thing that characteristic this kind of fair, it's the venue, because usually when you go in the fair and you see the ceiling is white.
Yes.
Here we see the sky, because there is glasses.
Yes,
all glasses. It's beautiful during the day, beautiful during the night.
Fantastic. And also, of course, with the Nuvola.
Look at this.
Yes.
We are in the Eur quartet. It's a Eur zone. We are in the south of the city, but in the city, it's not a venue outside the city. We are in iconic architecture quartet. It's very, very famous. So this is it's incredible for an art fair. And now we are going to walk, and I will tell you something about. We have 120 galleries represented between modern and contemporary art. We have more than 30 exhibitions around the fair. We have a very big program with the talks and meetings with the personalities of the art, the contemporary art. We have also the RAI play that will speak every day from the fair to tell about the show.
And Valentina, that's also wonderful because you have organized these little talks within again, it's something very, very new that you have organized, digital art. Yes. And podcast, which is very new.
Very, very nice program and a new program, because every day we have an appointment with an art influencer that carry the people through the fair to tell, not like a historian or curator, but to tell how to speak about art, to reach more people, to reach the simple people, to touch with the art, with the contemporary art, to how do you say in English? To influence. So there are four art influencers that with the personality, own personalities, will tell about the fair, and it's a very nice things that new, because nobody does in the other fairs. Everybody wants the curator. I'm a curator, I'm a historian of art, but I like to communicate in other way also. I like to speak the art in other way, to reach a different people, not only expert people of art, but the big people that has to know how the artist is going, you know, and to put in relationship the contemporary artist and the simple people, like a school, you know.
Like us. I think, you know, these are the art talks. At the end of the day, it's really to reach whoever is in the art world. So it's fantastic, though, because it's very important to know the story behind every work of art, behind, you know, now behind the installation, which is for us, it's really a peak, an incredible peak preview of what is going to happen in these days. How long, Valentina, is going to be the fair?
It will finish Sunday 21st, from the morning until 8 p.m. Start 10:30 a.m. until 8 p.m. every day for 4 days. A big kermesse of modern and contemporary art. I think the public will enjoy very much. Also because the special projects are very special, like the project of George Stamatakis that put the attention on an incredible problem around the world, that the sea, the problem of the water of our sea, our planet. So all singular projects are very particular in a special way.
Wonderful. Valentina, would you like to walk through for
Yes,
us a little bit around, and then we can see George?
Allora,
Yes.
okay.
Allora.
We just walk. We are in the first floor, and you can see the cloud, you know?
Yes. Yes.
There is also a ground floor. We are in the floor dedicated to the contemporary art, especially with a very nice.
Slow down a little. Slow down a little.
Yes, we need very, very slowly, please, as an advice from David. Please, thank you.
Unless you were just going through fast. I mean.
Yes.
Is it okay? It's okay.
Because we really want to see everything. You know, all the viewers that cannot be there in Rome. I know you actually, David, this was to create a suspense. You see, it was to create a little bit of suspense that you get into a flight and fly straight away to Rome. You see. So this is.
We have these stairs that go up. So now we go upstairs because we go into the cloud, you know? We see the cloud outside, and now we go into the cloud.
Oh, that's fantastic.
This is a preview only for you, Carolina. Nobody has these images.
I'm
so
you're
lucky. You're lucky.
Honored. I am very honored.
From the top,
really.
You see from the top?
Yes, che bello.
Do you like it?
It's very colorful.
So beautiful.
I love it. Yes, very colorful, beautiful. I think it, and so very well, or you know, beautiful fair. Beautiful.
And now you see the structure of the nuvola. Now we are in the Now we are in the cloud. In the cloud.
How long did he to create the nuvola? How long did he?
We start 2 years ago. After with the pandemic, we stopped. So we start again 1 year ago. You know, this is a beautiful view. We are in the cloud, and I just let you see just a spoiler. A special project by an Argentine artist called Daniel Gonzalez with a Miller, and the people will get into through. This is an interactive installation. The people will play with this work. It's called Will Out Chill Out Wall. Sorry, Chill Out Wall.
The title is not for me, if Francois knows what I mean, but I love the installation.
And this another one is a personal disco, always by Daniel Gonzalez. I brought Daniel Gonzalez in Rome 7 years ago for the first time, and now I had the honor to work again with him. This is a very, very special project because there are 3 personal disco, you know, the people get into, and with the Bluetooth, he can connect with the own playlist and dance.
Oh, wow. We are coming there tonight. Oh la la.
Yeah. Maybe you can try. What you can try? You want to try?
I would love to try. We are going to a night.
See?
Oh my God.
A night party here.
I just started my playlist, and George is inside.
Stupendo.
Also this one. Everybody can dance, because now after pandemic we would like to be happy. We would like to dance. We would like to live. You know?
Yes, no, indeed, and especially when winter is arriving with this grayness, and it is wonderful to see all these colors. I adore it. You know, it's such
very, 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 very nice. Very, very happy work. You know.
Indeed.
And this is Daniel. Daniel, we are in a Zoom meeting with more than 1,000 people. Yes.
Tomorrow they will see you, more than 1,000 people. Yes, indeed.
Okay.
Yes.
So now we go down again, and just a little. We walk just a little bit. This is it's another beautiful work, but it's Switch Off. They call Cloud Man by Donato Piccolo, Italian artist. It's Switch Off, so there is light and neon written, but now doesn't work. You know, we are in the setup.
Yes, yes, yes.
So we go down. We do just a little trip again, and then we stop to the work of George, and we talk about his work that is very interesting.
You are amazing, Valentina.
What do you think, Carolina?
I never actually did a Zoom on those come si chiamano? I can't remember anymore. On those stairs, I usually walk up and down, but you're amazing. Bravissima. The new version of the stairs.
It's the first time that I do like this. I know. You see from the top, the view from the top.
it's I adore this fair. You know, I can just see the colors that are coming.
Yeah, yeah.
So now we're gonna go walk and see George Stamatakis very
And
soon.
Carolina, now I show you a project that I made. I personal, it was my idea during the lockdown. I don't know if you remember that Vogue Italia came out with the white cover, white issue cover. It was iconic, the cover. I called 49 artists, Italian artists, to reinterpret this cover, to start again from the white space, to write a new era of art. So now there is the project that it was already published on Vogue Italia, and now I show the works, you see? All the covers now are the work.
Oh, wonderful. Beautiful. And could you tell us the names of the artists, Valentina?
Yes, the names are all artists, contemporary artists, and I choose, this is the test, the test that came out on Vogue Italia, and also Francesco Bonami wrote about this project because it was one of the best projects during that period. The artists are Italian, so it's a project for the Italian art, and we start from Mario Airò, Stefano Arienti, Francesco Arena, Elisabetta Benassi, Jacopo Benassi, Flavio Favelli, and more. All artists interpreted with a personal point, the white space, to restart. It was a project to restart, to live.
Yes, beautiful. I have to say, really,
Look at
very
it with the red LED. There is a taglio, come si dice? Una ferita. Un taglio, come si dice, Carolina?
A cat.
A cat. There is a cat. There is a cat, the cat that our country had, you know, but the cat is now with the red light, the new way to see.
Beautiful. And again, it's so beautiful with this white and colors and lights. Makes it really. I can't. You know, I would have loved to be there today.
If you like, you can just go to Vogue Italia, and everything is on, because we came out last March, after some months after the project, also on Instagram, and the result was that in 3 hours that Vogue Italia published all the covers, they had more than 30,000 views.
I can imagine.
30,000?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
It's correct. Okay.
Yes, it is.
So not only fashion. This one for say that it's not only fashion, because Vogue and the fashion is not only for the fashion, but also for the art. And the art is important. Now there's no age, no more age. Art, design, fashion, everything is mixed.
Yes, indeed.
So now we are. You see the cloud
and enjoying.
You see the ceiling. It's beautiful. So during the day, all the ceiling is full of light, and during the night there is this kind of artificial light, very suggestive.
And now, of course, Valentina, we see it very in a private way, because tomorrow you're going to be full and full of people. Today, you know, we are
Full of
having
people. Now is empty. Yeah.
that's
Now we are
incredible.
in front of the work of George Stamatakis that he remodulates the project, the color of phenomena for the occasion, for the fair, because this project is composed with more than 70 pieces, George, pieces, and for the fair, remodulate, and the setup every time is different. Now we see a beautiful color, you know, the sea green, blue light. But behind these beautiful colors, there is an idea, there is a study, because George made the photograph into the sea. And now George will explain this project and the philosophy, the research of the project.
Yes.
And because this is very important to know, to save our planet.
Yes.
Okay, George.
Thank you, Valentina. Thank you.
Yes, I still here with you, and then I will say goodbye. But I still
yes
with George a little bit.
Thank you, Valentina, for your time. George, first of all, thank you for, you know, for joining us tonight. It is, again, we actually, the Art Talks were with you through the flight, before the flight. So it was really beautiful to feel all this, you know, the exhibition alive, really. And also your concept is fantastic. So first of all, you are coming from a place that I adore, is Heraklion in Creta, which I adore. And tell us a bit your artistic voyage before we go into depth with your magnificent installation.
Me, generally, I'm walking and I'm being inspired by the environment that we live. And environment is something very sensitive, but at the same time is an extension of our existence. So it means the environment, it's us. And I truly believe it's very important for us to understand that we are the environment. So instead of focusing of random things, I'm focusing specific to us, specific to the people, specific to the environment and to the planet. This project designed in 2021 and presented at the Hokusai Museum firstly, and then is the place that I met with Valentina. It was the Paxos Island. And as an artist, I'm focusing, as I say, to the environment, and then my main medium is painting, but also painting is a totally different dimensions. This is a painting also. An installation can be a painting. I mean, I'm painting even if I set up the work as an installation. I will talk about this work and this project, which is like the previous one that I released in Tokyo in Japan. And we decided, Valentina decided to bring it into as a special event. This territory in Italy, it's very crucial and very important because it's a place that building for a specific reason, something that Italians probably, and also Greeks in Europe don't know that, because it was like a special area also. So it's a very honored for me to be here and to be presented in this show, and a very sensitive topic, which is the changing of the color of the sea. The name of the show of this specific installation is The Color Phenomenon, and as I said, released firstly in Japan. There is a catalog that talking and saying everything about this project, and the writers for this and the art historian curators was like Denis Zaharopoulos, the text from art historian side, museologist Galini Lazani, ex Christophis, and of course Federico Browser. Federico Browser is the person that she's writing all the time for me, the scientist text about my work. And it's very important nowadays to be like very inspired and to collaborate between the scientist and the artist. And at the same time, to be with the very next door people to be with us, to raise our voices and become unit, one.
Carolina?
Yes, Valentina.
I didn't see you, so
I'm speaking too much.
I'm here. No,
Okay.
I'm here. I just wanted, I'm here and I'm listening. And I wanted to say, of course, you are also through the installation with the Galleria Valentina Bonomo, that unfortunately they are not here because
actually there is exhibition by George in the Galleria Bonomo with the landscape, beautiful paintings called, the name of exhibition is Atmosphere, with a beautiful landscape with the two colors, only two colors.
the beauty is an exhibition into an exhibition, because you have the fair, but everybody could actually go around and visit all this all this exhibition inside. It's a local globalization of art. This is how we said about one day, and we kept this word. I think it's really beautiful, the concept, and
I will travel inside
because you saw, Carolina, this is a silk, beautiful silk colored.
Silk, the material.
Silk.
If you go slowly, echo.
When you go in the deep, when you see the dark blue, it means that the sea is inclinated.
Polluted, yes.
When the sea is light, the sea is safe, is clear.
So there is this different shades of blue.
There is the logic of this work is to present the present, to start from what we can see now in the present, and then what we're gonna have in the future. So the main idea for this work is to build a very, very archiving of the currently color of the sea, I mean the landscapes and also the floral of the landscapes, and then to make the future that scientists change that we're gonna have. So in this case, I choose silk, which has the liquid sense and also transparency like the water does, and also to put extra blue hue by using traditional indigo color. Indigo color becomes for plants, which is also very eco-friendly. So I managed to give a new hue to the silk. Silk is very hard to be painted, to be dyed. Silk is very hard to absorb color. So I decided to enforce my techniques and invest something new way to give to the silk natural hue of blue. And as I said before, this project was a part of the Olympic Games events that released in Japan, and but it's also new. I mean, it's almost 1 year art. I mean, already we did 3 exhibitions, and it's baby. Valentina.
Sorry.
Yes.
You see, that every time that an artist made a new setup it's a new work because it's a new thought. It's remodulated for the occasion. It becomes size specific. So this one is size specific for the fair. In the next time, the next stop, Giorgio will going to present the work in another way, and also in that way it become a unique work. So this is very important because also if the artist already produced the work, but it can work again with the work remodulate, it depends of the venue or the project. For the fair, he made this kind of installation. And also, George, tell to the public where you made a photo, in which island of Greece?
Yes, it's very important because I captured the images to the 7 islands. 7 islands is a fantastic place in this planet to have all varieties of blue and green. So that's why I decided, yes, you have to visit 7 islands. So my last island that I worked, it was Paxos and the Paxos Island. That's why we decided to
present Paxos Island. So if somebody go to Paxos Island, can see this undersea.
So yes, scuba diving. Can we see it? 1 second, George. Can you show it to us? How many tunnels did you do here?
In this specific show for yes, we are under yes. We are about to complete the installation tomorrow because we're gonna put extra fans probably, and some extra. We're gonna change the setup for the lights, but for this specific show, we used 24 works. When I'm saying works, I mean painting and dyeing, silking, printed on photography. I mean, printing silk. Yes, yes, and then over dyeing with indigo color.
You know, I found it amazing because, you know, many times, and also Valentina, I really thank you because to see a preview, you know, sometimes you want to keep it a bit a secret for, you know, for the next day, but you are really fantastic. And, you know, we can feel.
Carolina, also Carolina, the back is the image, you see? So
yes,
it's different, like the sea, the change.
Yes, that's wonderful. I think yes, I'm actually when you're moving, is as if the waves are going through the tunnel.
Yes. Yes.
When you touch the thing, you think, you know, when the touch, you think, how is this see? And you reflect the problem. When the work comes, the interaction with the public.
Now, can people? That's another question that I would like to ask George. Can we actually touch them? Can you let the
Yes, because every time that I'm setting the work and installing or uninstalling the work, I steam them. Because as I said before, they don't lose anymore the color. I mean, I painted, I dyed it blue and it remains forever.
Okay, so everybody is allowed to touch.
Yes, but not to take it.
Not to take it. Just,
of course, not to take it, but you know, to touch it. Yes.
Very nice. It's very nice to touch the seal.
Because you see, that's the beauty. You know, that sometimes we miss when we see a work of art, we can't touch it because of the, you know, of the material, and it's that's fantastic.
It's like to walk through the sea, no, through the water. So it's a very nice.
Yes. As I said, I choose silk number 12 because they do have transparency and also they do have this liquid sense. Yes.
Yes, I see. I see.
Yes. So that's why I think it's very nice. But also you have, because you see through, you can see for both sides the opposite of the artwork, which means like give some extra magic.
Yes, George. George, you are, the other exhibition now with the landscape, the horizons. They are in the Galleria. So, but you are going to be in between the two installations.
Here in Rome, we have an exhibition on the Valentina Bonomo Gallery with the Atmosphere, the next project that released in Athens at the Ileana Tunda Gallery. Means at the same time, I run both solo exhibitions with the same topic. Here in Rome, we will also have some pieces at the booth of the gallery to show to the clients or to the visitors or whatever. But at the same time, I did a special edition for the booth out of this archive, which is the color phenomenon. So the underwater series released just special for this art fair for Valentina.
Yeah.
For Valentina.
Carolina, what do you think? We are going to see the Valentina Bonomo Gallery also.
Yes, yes.
That has the stand here.
Yes.
Yeah, sure.
I'm following you wherever you like.
Yeah,
the only other thing that I would like to understand, George, that's I'm very curious now. But you really literally took this picture diving underwater.
I start making the images from 2015. Yes, I started 2015 to capture the landscapes of the 7 islands. And I managed to gather 6,000 images, which is archive. It's an archive for the whole territory of 7 islands. In order to keep it as an archive, when I want to speak about the sea, I'm taking work of this archive and I'm producing the art. So if someone requests me to make an installation out of 6,000 images, it will be possible. Financial wise, not. Because silk is very expensive and very luxurious fabric. But yes, it's a project that I started to capture on 2015 and I finished 2019.
And the next stop, the next
stop is Poland.
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 The project will go to Poland, Carolina. So he will travel. The project not finish here. So he will travel and go to Poland
with Maria. I will tell you your news.
We are in the gallery of Valentina Bonomo.
Ecco.
Yes.
Ecco.
So just to have a look at how the installation, it's very particular, her gallery, because there was yesterday an artist, a Greek artist called Miltos Manetas, that paint the wall, you know? They painted the wall. And then the other artist put the work on the wall painted to create a relation. So this is an author. This is it's a Miltos Manetas. I show you this. This one is Radi Martino, Italian artist, but the back is Miltos Manetas. So it's very, very new way to present.
It's this specific work, but Miltos Manetas started at the very early of 90s, and now Miltos inviting us to make a collaboration, at the same time a conversation between the idea to become a part or being in different places at the same time, more than 2, more than 3 places. So here Manetas designed the place and invite us to be in the same space, more than 2 tall people.
Yeah, the project is called Floating Studio.
Floating Studio, yes.
Floating Studio, because you can stay everywhere because he paints. You see?
Yes, yes. No, I love it. But this one with the golden background is a real. It's a painting.
Yeah.
Yes.
This is a photograph.
Yes.
Photograph with the gold. Yes. And the work, the photograph work is put on the wall, painted by Mirtos Manetas.
Of course, I love, the iconography, the golden.
Dove metti questa? Where did you put? This is a special edition. Let me see.
No,
special edition that George made for the fair, and he will
install tomorrow.
Install tomorrow here.
I see. So okay, yes.
You see?
Fantastic. So how will you attach it? So now we want to know all the technical things.
With pins.
And un attimo, Valentina, because I was, about the golden background, because we have also it is again because Greece the icons with this beautiful gilded and the contemporary art used. So it's beautiful, this contrast.
Yes, beautiful. But beautiful also. See the contrast of the cloud. And the gallery is very open. You see, there's no limits. It's a fluid space. You walk around.
Yes, Valentina, the last one of the last questions that I would like. How many international galleries are there? Can you tell us?
International, we have not too much. 20 international gallery and Italian galleries and Roman galleries, 30 Roman galleries, and the others around Italy, from the north to the south. See? But for the first edition is a very good answer. It was very good answer because it's after 10 years, an art fair come back to the city. I show you just a walk in the galleries. It's another interesting gallery. It's called Ex Elettrofonica.
Yes.
Also, this one is very, very famous galleries in Rome called the Studio Sales, with the ceramics work. You see, beautiful ceramics work.
Yes.
Work with the mirrors by Flavio Favel. This is a young artist, Romina Basso.
Yes.
So a lot of things.
And Valentina, I'm always say the last, and then I keep on asking, but an anecdote of all this incredible installation. You told me just before there was an artist trying to can you tell us one, or it's a secret? Some anecdotes of what happened with the artist before, because you are, trying to create everything for tomorrow morning.
For tomorrow morning, but no, sorry, Carolina, I don't understand the question.
No, you told me before there were some little text.
Yes, because in every installation there is a problem. So now there is a big installation in the ground floor with the neon light, with the words by neon, beautiful. It's like a forest of light, and a light fall down, and
you're trying to fix it.
So now we have to resolve the problem. After our call, I go downstairs with the artist to see how to put everything as okay for tomorrow. But in every project, in every exhibition, always when we work with the art, can happen something, and we have to be ready to resolve the problem. I'm specialized in performance also. So I know that sometimes I work 1 year, you know, for a project, 1 year for half an hour or show, just a performance. So I know very well how to work with the artist and what can happen and make everything very quickly. Okay, make everything is put in okay.
Valentina, if I was an artist, I would choose you straight away as my
Yes.
curator. I would be there straight away. Really, you are fantastic.
Almost the artist told me, you are very great because you always cure me. It's not like this. So this is a very nice to hear.
Of course, no, it is, and also to take some time just before, you know, you're really.
I started with George, but I hope to keep on with George because I like his work, and maybe in my next group exhibition I can call him, or if I have an idea about this project, I remember George and I put George in other project. So the relation
grows.
Yeah, grows. So this is don't finish like this.
And Valentina, because we are almost reaching our time, another great curator and is Michael Klein sends his best regards. He says that he sends from America. He's not here with us.
Oh, perfect. Thank you. And also goodbye from Rome. We're waiting everybody to Rome. Carolina, also you have to come from Zurich to Rome as soon as possible.
With great pleasure. On my way down, I will call you and I will stop for sure. But thank you again for all of you, you know, being there for us today.
Thank you. We are. It was a pleasure to meet everybody.
If
Sorry
anybody
for the English, not very clear.
No, everything was fantastic, and you were amazing video cameras. Grazie mille for being so super careful. Grazie, George. If anyone would like to ask anything, David, I know that you want to say something. I can see you.
I am curious. What happened 10 years ago that there were no more fairs in Rome?
Yes, everybody asks.
Yeah.
Because everybody says that there's no necessity to have a fair in the capital. So we think that Rome is the unique city that can reach a different public, international public, international collectors. Because if you invite to spend a couple of days in Rome, everybody wants to come. So we try to cover this gap from Rome to the south, because from Rome to the south there's not any fair. We have only the fair of Torino Artissima, Mi-Art in Milan, and Arte Fiera Bologna. But from the middle of the Italy to the south, there's no any fair. We try and we choose this different fair because our offer is more than fair, because we have exhibitions, special projects. We invite the artists to think specific for the space and for the event. So it's more than fair. We hope that the public can come and look around and learn something, get in touch with the contemporary art.
Yeah. But so it was politics? It's politics?
Yeah, the politics. No, for this fair, response good. Tomorrow, institutional press preview in the morning. With I think the measure will come to open the. So it's we try, you know. It's
it's beautiful.
Yeah, I say that it's a zero year. We try with this edition. I think the public will like it very much, and
I'm sure.
we have a planning for 5 years. We have the planning for 5 years. We take
Wow.
it for 5 years, so we keep on.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Well, congratulations. It looks beautiful.
Yeah, thank you very much. Also, David, you are welcome to Rome when you want to come.
I hope one day.
Yeah, yeah.
All the roads bring to Rome. So we are in any way one day or another we're going to be there. Grazie. And really, it's a really impressive what you've done, Valentina and George, also with your project. It's very, very important, as you said, to be to think about the people, because this is something, we talk about environment, but it's really up to us at the end of the day to do to make a difference.
Sure, it's a very big conversation, and hopefully in the future we're going to have a lot of time to discuss about those topics. Today it was my pleasure to introduce you this fantastic show with Valentina, and being with you and sharing something new happens in Rome, and I'm very grateful for being a part of it. And yes, we are the environment. We don't have to forget this. And thanks, Valentina, that he is looking to the future and doing such important.
Always we have to look for the future.
It's amazing to find amazing open-minded people, and and inspiring, because that's really what the Art Talks are always. This is the community of the Art Talks, inspiring in wonderful people. And thank you so much. We are really honored to have you today with us.
Well, thank you very much to invite us. And we hope to see you soon in Rome, or maybe with another Zoom view for another event or other exhibition. Why not?
Why not? Why not? Thank you again. And I leave you. I know that you have to finish a few things and also have dinner. Okay.
We're gonna close the conversation by showing you 2 extra works that I believe that you have to see. Okay. Regards from Rome. Just to follow with Valentina to show you 2 amazing artists that is here with us because of Valentina. This is amazing. I mean, it's beautiful.
Giorgio likes very much. This is an Italian artist called Flavio Favel. It's like a gate. So usually the gate needs to protect somebody. In this way, the gate is empty, and something to think about. And also, the artist's work took the old things that found and re-elaborate, put together like an installation, to show how the handmade now it's not possible, because now there is the industry. In this column, this totem is already made by artisan. So it's something to reflect how all things are so precious for us. In this case, it's a gate, but in the gate there's not anything.
Yes, this is one, and the last one is one of my favorite. And I was always very excited for being with this fantastic artist. He's Greek, of course, and that's why it's very important for me being again in the same place. And is Yannis Kounelis.
There will be also a piano inside. This is the labyrinth of Yannis Kounelis.
I wish I had a Zoom to, but we can take the escalator to the bottom to see.
But from the box, it doesn't see any, not too much, because there are cartons. And just on the back, there are 2 carpets by Sironi. They are covered. This is you see, all the space.
And I love the
We are in the sky. You see, we are in the sky through the clouds.
Bellissimo, bellissimo, grazie, veramente bellissimo. And I love, you know, the fact also between artists there is, you know, there is this really friendship and respect, and that's beautiful to see. You know, thank you, George, for, you know, really being a true artist. Grazie.
Grazie Carolina, grazie.
All of us that we are here. Grazie ancora. We leave you now for a wonderful evening and ready to start tomorrow.
Grazie.
Grazie mille.
In bocca al lupo, come si dice.
Oh,
ciao. Ciao. Ah, aspetta, Chris, ci sta un attimo l'ultima. Ok, Chris, please. Vuole parlare Chris, che è a Roma. I'm trying to unmute you, Chris. Would you like to say something?
Do you hear me now?
Yes,
Do
we
you
can
hear
hear
me
you.
now?
Yes.
Yes, you hear me. Sorry, I'm not very much good with with Zoom. Sorry for that. I just wanted to
Lovely to see you. It's lovely to hear and to hear from you, Chris.
Fabulous to hear from you. I wanted.
The
line went away, Chris. We couldn't hear you. But I think Chris is in Rome, so she will definitely come and
perfect. So we're waiting for her.
We're waiting.
George and me waiting for her.
Okay, Chris.
Thank you so much. I just wanted to tell to everybody that there is a very bad news about in the environment, and that the eco mafia in Italy increases with COVID, and I think that all the artistic community has to do something to denounce this fact about the eco mafia and the environment. You know what I mean?
We could certainly, I think, Chris, we could certainly speak more, you know, I think, because George but thank you so much for raising, Chris, this subject. And I think George and you could meet them in case if you like to see them in Rome. And I think George and Valentina unfortunately have to leave us because it's been already an hour. But Chris, thank you, and it was wonderful to see you.
Okay.
Yes, my pleasure too, and I will be there for sure.